Welcome back. Is the juice worth the squeeze? And I'm Jim.
Kyle?
And tonight we've got some E.H. Taylors. Small batch, straight rye, both bottle and bond, both 100 proof, both fresh, still got a
Fresh
seal.
sealed
Just
up.
came out of the tin.
Yes,
I kind of like their packaging.
I do like the. That is.
It
nice.
protects the bottle. You can throw it underneath the
Listen.
back seat and not worry about a kid breaking it.
It just looks cool. I like the packaging. I know they've been underneath my bar for a little bit, so it was time to do a video on them.
Yeah.
I mean, let's fresh crack these bad boys.
We're
Start with small batch.
small batch, yeah. Our mind has been on Buffalo Trace. This is a Buffalo Trace product.
Yeah.
And since we recently did a video on Castle and Key, I got my knife. And they're in the Old Taylor Distillery, which is where I believe this used to be made.
Huh. Foul. Didn't bring the knives. Oh, here we go. Look at it. It's already out for you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, Castle and Key is made in the Old Taylor Distillery, which I believe where these used to be made. And they've recently had flooding at Buffalo Trace. For those that don't know, Buffalo Trace has done tornado survivor bottles of E.H. Taylor.
But you don't look out for flood.
I keep seeing people making
the videos, the TikTok ones, right?
It's not even videos. It's I haven't seen those yet. I've seen
God.
like photoshops of flood survivor. So
let's pray. Pray for everybody. Southern Indiana. I just drove through there.
a couple weeks ago,
Kentucky. Not even the last weekend.
yeah.
Right. Kentucky, Tennessee, Northern Tennessee. Pray for everybody in that area. It was devastating driving through there, seeing the floodwaters.
They had a ton of rain. They had tornadoes.
Yeah.
It's been rough. And the rain ended up raising the Kentucky River, where they pull the water for all their batches.
It was bad
because of the limestone that's in the water. It raised it. I want to say I saw a 43-foot crest.
I don't know. I thought it was 60 something, to be honest with you.
Because they had anticipated a 32-foot crest.
It was the second highest ever at the distillery.
Yeah, in 200 years.
Yeah, in its history. So it's second highest. I know the gift shop suffered a devastating a flood. As far as I think, it's pretty much gone.
And every time I've been in the gift shop, everybody's been. It feels like you're walking into a family dinner.
Yeah, it's like home, right?
At Christmas or whatever, where you don't see the family all the time. Definitely feel like family down there.
Let's pray for them. I know they've been releasing statements lately about the flood, and let's just continue praying. And if you can give a little bit, right? It's what we can do to help those guys down there, and not just the distillery only. I'm talking about the family homes that have been lost down the river, and everybody else too. So I know they put out a statement about helping those people too. So good for Buffalo Trace, and we support their products all the time. So
absolutely.
So what do we got? Small batch first?
Small batch. It's bottle and bond, aged minimum 4 years, 100 proof, which they water down to the 100 proof.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, this is
your standard E.H. Taylor small batch. I mean,
I was at a wedding about 3 years ago, one of my cousin's weddings, and this was on the bar, and it was an open bar. I'm like, you can just pour that for me all night long. And statement stays the same. I would drink this all night long if it was available.
E.H. Taylor has something that a lot of distilleries don't, and it's consistency.
Absolutely.
I believe. And this is a staple on any bar. I mean, you supply right here. You're going to show this all the time, right? It's going to be at your bar somewhere, and it makes your bar look good too. So
retails at 60, Secondary's around 80. I know our local grocery store has it sitting in there at $80.
Yeah.
And I still think it's worth the $80.
Would you buy it at 80?
I would buy it. Like I was, if I didn't have what I have at home already, I was like, I would spend that because I don't have to run around looking for it.
So let's go back in time a little bit. What was it last year? What was the year prior? Was it about 49?
I remember picking up for about 45.
45. So we've gone up in price, but everything has, right? So gotta expect that.
Buffalo
But
Trace raised the prices on everything.
yeah, they did.
I know Eagle Rare I think is at 45 now. This is at 60. Blanton's is around 75.
Is it 75 now?
Yeah.
So small batch.
Weller Special Reserve, which you can religiously get
30,
for 22, it's up to 30.
Is it $30 now? I know our stores have it for a little more.
I
49.
still have a bottle of Special Reserve in the old bottle format.
Really?
Yeah.
That old. Wow.
And I know secondary, if you had like an antique or something, those are going for double what the new one.
Just because of the old label.
format, yeah.
Oh, it's the old label only.
Yeah.
Wow.
I might still have a little Weller 12 or antique in those bottles too.
Wow.
Obviously, I've opened the new bottles, but
Yeah, I mean, you got to hold those, though.
right.
They hold more value.
One of the first bottles you picked up, and it's like, wow, now this stuff's rare.
Secondary, small batch, I think still about $80.
$80.
80, 90. 90's pushing it, but I think about 80.
80 I would do.
Yeah, 80 secondary. And if you could get it for 40 to 70, like standard SRP, I would do it. Right? Just to have it on your bar or have
40
it
to
back
60.
Up. You think 60?
60 is what retail is.
Yeah, I would go 5-10 over, though.
I would get up.
Because
to-
if you're going to buy it at 80, you might as well buy it at 70.
well, obviously.
Well, duh.
And that means if I would spend 80, if somebody said 70, I would take it.
Yeah, and I got bottles you're seeing right now. I got these for free. So, shout out to my buddy who gave up drinking. Good for you. Same time, I appreciate it. But I have picked some up recently too. I paid SRP for them, so I'm not. Now this bottle here, the straight rye, I've never had before.
I have. And no, actually, it's got a pull tab on it.
Oh, this one has pull
I
tab.
didn't see it on the other
Yeah.
one. They
I
may
don't know.
have had it. Maybe
Probably
they
you just didn't see it. It did. I had a pull tab too.
And I've had those before. Let's talk about the other bottles that Taylor has. I mean, they have a barrel proof. They have a barrel proof rye, which I have not seen at all.
I'm curious about the barrel proof. Have you got to taste it?
I've tasted barrel proof.
How is it compared to anything we've drank at our bar, my bar, or your bar?
You know what I would compare it to? Like a good batch?
Yeah.
Stag Junior.
Oh yeah. There we
I
go.
would compare it to that. Like you're getting your oak, you're getting your higher proof. The barrel proofs usually come in around between 125 to 135. Like I have probably 131, 132 tops. And it's just a really decent pour. And they're comparable in secondary.
I love to get my hands on a barrel proof and just have it for the
So
bar.
Taylor doesn't they don't stop at barrel proof. They have an 18-year marriage. They have a 4-grain. They have
The wood grain too. We just had the wood grain.
They have the oak one.
It was good.
Yeah,
It was wood. It was called wood grain. I actually have a picture on my phone for it. Yeah, it was wood grain.
yeah. They've got probably 6 or 7 different bottles.
Warehouse C.
Barrel proof rye is it's out now, and when it came out,
What's the age on that? Did we age it long enough for? I have to assume.
I really don't know. I want to. I want to say that was going for almost 900 when it first came out. I know 18-year marriage and the 4 grain, those go for quite a bit of money.
I think I looked at the wood grain that we had recently was like 2,400 for the bottle.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's expensive. So those like Warehouse C,
Warehouse C is probably a $5,000 bottle right now.
that's
And
whew,
with the flooding, we may see a flood survivor.
I listen, Buffalo Trace, please. Let's prove. Come on,
I mean, you never know.
do we really need a flood survivor bottle? I mean, it's great marketing. I know we talked about it in other videos. That you
It's
market
just
a flood,
another barrel proof.
and guess what? Guess what? It doesn't matter if it's flood survived or not. It still tastes the same.
So while we're on the straight rye, the other ryes that Buffalo Trace does is Sazerac rye, and
I don't know if we have that.
Handy.
Oh, the Handy.
Right.
That was a good bottle this year.
It was, and for me, this is an $80 bottle. Secondary goes for up to 120, 130 ish.
This is smooth.
It
I
is.
just want to let you know.
It's
It is
light.
It's light.
because
Yeah.
it's 100 proof. Like one of our recent videos, we did the restoration rye. That had
116.
116 proof. This is 100 proof. This has more flavor to it.
Oh, absolutely. The pepper just jumps out at you in this
It does. So it's another great bottle. Do I think it's worth 130? I think we can find other things to spend money on.
If you get an SRP, I would buy it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 tops.
Yeah, and I think the small batch, I got like 2 or 3 of those for actually 0. But I did. I think I might have overpaid for this one.
I got mine at retail.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think I paid 90 for this one.
I know for sure I paid 80, and it was at a Vinny's I walked.
Well, my rye, I had to pay 90 plus. I had to buy an additional bottle at the liquor store.
You got it at that one store.
I did. I did. But you know what? It's nice about that store though is you're able to pick something up for pretty much retail.
Right.
But you do have to help the liquor store out, so you buy a secondary bottle.
And 90% of the time it's a store pick.
It
So
is, and it was.
You really can't complain about that.
Actually, it was this bottle. I know we're on this, but I picked up a single barrel Lucky 7.
Lucky 7.
Yeah. Man, and 119 proof. It tasted pretty good. So, but that's what I had to pick up for it. Did I overpay for it? I don't know. I kind of liked the Lucky 7. It was pretty good. I was waiting to open this bottle, so it's good that we did a video on it.
We're in a fantasy football league where everybody's supposed to bring a rare bottle. And we have a friend from Tennessee came up, wanted to go bourbon hunting. So I took him out, and we ended up at that store.
Yes. Yeah, I
And
remember that. You got a Weller 12, didn't you?
He did get that was his higher end bottle he picked up. I can't remember what he bought. I thought it was an Angel's Envy, but something's telling me it wasn't. I can't remember exactly what was the second bottle.
I remember you telling me about that. I can't remember what you told me, but if it was Angel's Envy, some of them aren't that bad.
I want to say the Weller 12 was maybe $75.
It was close to SRP.
Maybe 100.
I picked it up for 74 that day.
Okay, so yeah,
I know it's what a $49, $50 bottle, but
it was. With the way they're raising prices, it's probably 60, 65 right now. So 75 is not a bad price.
matter of fact, I have a couple to trade if I'm looking for certain bottles too. So we trade bottles. I don't upsell my bottles. I just want to trade for.
I don't
something
have the
want.
time to trade.
Me neither. I really don't. But at the same time, if I really want a bottle, I'm gonna trade that bottle. So.
You're lurking. If you see something that somebody's offering that you want, and you've got the bottle that they want, I completely understand.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna upsell. Like I'm not gonna buy a Weller 12 for 80 and sell it for 140.
We would have had a single barrel available, but I traded that with a small batch for a Magnus cigar blend.
Oh yeah, that bottle's again
So
a decent bottle. So
that was before you could find cigar
Right.
blend.
Now it's my favorite liquor store. Won't name names. That's a couple hours away. Just had a whole shipment that come in, and I was like,
I've seen it on the shelves lately.
"Yeah, have you?"
So
All right. Well,
I don't know if bourbon. I know craft beer is on the down slope, which sucks because that's what kind of drew me to bourbon.
well, you're huge into craft beer.
I was
making your own and making getting gold medals, and brewers are just brewing their stuff. And now it's like, I remember you switched to more
I
bourbon.
went to bourbon, and I haven't brewed in 6 years.
Yeah.
Really,
Should probably get back into one
I've got
time.
the itch. I've got the itch. But
You probably should.
I got the itch to make
Some of
bourbon
your-
too.
One barrel.
Definitely need to. I've done it once. Probably need to tweak the ways I've done it and do it.
Let's get a 55
Different
gallon
way.
barrel. Just
No,
age it for
there's
30
absolutely
years.
no way. Got to make like 300
At 80 years old, we're gonna be like, yeah. No, but it's
Every year we pull a bottle out.
Oh, that'd be great. I love the rye. Just tastes so good, flavorful. It's good on your palate. It's got a little sweetness, a little pepperish. It's just, man. Each tailor does good stuff.
I agree.
I'm just.
The 18-year marriage is obviously my favorite bottle. Warehouse C was nothing special to me.
I think that wood grain that we had just recently was, I have to say, it blew me out of the water. I
can't remember the actual name of it, but it wasn't wood grain.
Hold on. I got it on my phone because I took a picture of this. Because I was shocked that I was drinking it, to be honest with you guys. So, let's see here.
The nice thing about E.H. Taylor is it's
Seasoned wood.
seasoned wood.
Seasoned
They've
wood.
got so many different varieties, and I remember when I was into craft beer, all of them were on the shelf at the one liquor store we refused to step foot in. And they were on
There's a reason why, though.
They were on the main shelf. They weren't sitting behind the counter. I was like, man, if I knew what was going to happen
You would have bought all of them.
within 6
Yeah.
months to a year, I would have had every one of them and then the backups.
Probably had 2 or 3.
Absolutely.
And you would have sold a set for great money and just.
I probably wouldn't have sold the trade. I'm not into selling. Like,
I don't know, man. If you could get, let's say you had a whole set of E.H. Taylors, let's say, that's going to go for a pretty penny.
I'd probably buy my son a car, but
pay for some school or something, or sports
do
or
something.
sports.
New
are getting
bats, you know.
sports are getting outrageous.
Baseball
so,
and hockey are stupid money right now. But I really feel like it would have been cool to have everything that was available before everybody knew what it was.
Yeah, and at that time I wasn't even in bourbon.
No, you didn't even think about it for a
I'm
couple
actually,
years.
guys, I'm newbie at bourbon, like maybe 2 years.
So it is more than that.
I don't
It
know.
was COVID, dude.
Was it COVID when we did that?
Yeah,
Oh my God, was that 3-4 years ago now?
probably almost 5.
No
Yeah.
way. No,
I mean,
I don't think so.
we recently did our last video with Castle and Key that they released that 3 years ago, and you were into it before that.
I guess so.
Man, you're really feeling old.
Time flies when you're having fun
Sure
drinking
does.
bourbon. You know, I started with your tasting. We did at your house. You got me introduced. I could never drink bourbon. This story's been through our videos, and all of a sudden, I don't know. My son counted last time. I had 190 bottles back here total.
I hope he's not including the moonshine.
Where's that at? There's
I see pickles over
oh yeah,
there.
pickle moonshine.
I saw a blue one over there.
Yeah. We got some real stuff too
All right,
underneath here.
well, let's continue on.
Yeah.
We can. We've done a couple Taylors. I've got a couple Stags here.
2 6.
You want to do both, or you want to do one and I'll do the other?
Let's divide and conquer. Here you go.
So I've got
I'll rinse my glass out here.
a 131 proof. This is batch 18. I think you've got a 23B.
I got the 23B here. 127.8. And it's almost killed. It's been drank, so
I want to say that was brought to our fantasy football draft.
I believe so. I remember this bottle now.
And nowadays, Stag doesn't even go by Junior. This one doesn't have Junior on it. Does yours?
No, it's just called Stag.
Yeah. So, difference between Stag and Stag.
It's like purple haze in it.
George T. Stag is the BTAC bottle, which I've got that at the house.
You have the George T. Stag?
I do have George T. Stag.
Oh, holding out on me, I see.
You had it?
I know I did.
We,
It's like grape Kool-Aid.
this, I don't even know. The
This
age
smells like
statement on these.
grape Kool-Aid right now. I don't know if it's actually supposed to.
This
Was
is
your kid
barrel
in here?
proof, obviously.
Yeah, what is the age statements on these?
No idea. So, George T. Stagg was born in Kentucky on December 19th, 1835. Me and him share a birthday. I'm not that old, though.
Here we go. 7 to 10 years.
7 to 10 years on the Stagg Junior. George T. is probably 15 to 20.
That George T. The Stag we had that night when we did the three.
The 3 B-Tech bottles.
That was mine was lackluster. I think it was third place.
No, I thought that was the best bottle.
No,
George T. Stagg was the best bottle that night.
I didn't have that one. I didn't bring that one. I brought the Weller.
You brought the Weller. George T. Stagg was brought by our buddy Jim. And I had the Handy. And Handy was second place.
Right, so it's Stag, Handy, and then my bottle. Right, and then
You had the 24 Weller, I had the 24 Handy, and he had the 23 Stagg.
that 23 Stag was something.
George T. Stagg.
Yeah, George T. Stag. Sorry, yeah. That was out of the. I mean, holy cow! You want to talk about good?
And then we had the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof,
Which
toasted,
then we all
which
just
was
went,
like,
what just happened? What just happened?
it confused us because we're paying 180 plus a bottle for these BTACs. So this retails at 55. You can find it for probably 150 to 2 1/4 right now on secondary. Like, it's all over the place.
I get great Kool-Aid with this one.
I don't know where that, like I said, that one came to our fantasy
What the
football
hell is
draft.
going on with this one? The grape Kool-Aid. I'm serious right now, guys.
I'm smelling oak. A ton of caramel. Like, it's like almost a burnt caramal.
It's like seriously. I think his kid was in this bottle. Seriously, you got to smell the. Let me smell this one. Smell that one. That is great Kool-Aid.
I get what you're saying, but
It's like great bubble gum.
it's like Big League Chew
Right, like I'm telling you.
or bubble tape.
Oh, now we're aging ourselves. What the hell?
No, they still have that out.
Yeah, because old folks like us.
Oh, kids love that stuff. My kids walk around with those candy and bubblegum cigarettes and puff
Still
around
smoke.
like-
Yeah, I
like-
know. We found a couple in my house. No, this is this 23B is
I
phenomenal.
mean, it's 131 proof on this one.
127.8.
It's smooth. Like, you have a touch of a hug, and it's no burn.
I don't think I even have a hug on this one. It's that smooth.
You should try this one after the video.
I will. Yeah, we will. Yeah. This is
We're sorry about the last video going 40 minutes. I mean, that was... We weren't expecting that.
we went off on a tangent. We're probably close to 30 minutes now.
25.
25. Yeah, we went off on a tangent in the last video about everything, though. So It is what it
If
is.
you have a chance to pick up any of these bottles at retail,
Go ahead.
without a question.
Yeah.
Secondary, I would say 100 and a quarter, 80, 100, obviously 100 and a quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, just get them. If you find them, get them. That's all we can
I
say.
mean, they've got great flavor,
Yep.
nice heat.
The whole H. Taylor line in general, just buy.
Stags too. I mean, you
And
got
Stag,
Stag,
yeah,
or,
Stag.
or George T. Stag.
Yep.
So, like, we prefer. You killed that one.
Yeah, I did. That was good. That
We
was
prefer
good.
our stuff neat, and
Yeah.
it's got a ton of flavor, little heat, sticks to the glass.
It's good stuff.
That's it.
Go ahead and buy it. Purchase it. Can't go wrong with the H. Taylor. That's all we can say. I mean, honestly.
And we'll eventually get to a BTAC.
We're going to get BTAC lineup. We do have a Weller lineup that we are sourcing. I think we got everything but one bottle. So we're still looking for about a 2-ounce pour. If somebody can help us out with that one, we can just do the whole lineup. We do have all the bottles currently.
Minus the Daniel Weller.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And I wouldn't include the BTAC in our video with the Wellers.
Yeah.
I would just do the standard.
And a
Weller
Millennium,
bottle.
too. We're not going to have that one.
Standard bottles.
Yeah.
In this shape.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not talking about the $8,000 bottles here. That's not our. Me, I can't afford that anyway. So, but
they do taste good.
yeah, they do taste really good. But yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yep.
And share with your friends. I mean, the more people talk about us, the better it is. I mean, not for just us, but for you guys. Like, we were always talking about Bruzel. There's
Kevin C. I like his stuff on TikTok.
Kevin C on TikTok is funny.
Yeah, he's
Fresh Cracks.
good guy too. Yeah, good guy.
And Fresh Cracks does their own
Is it?
personal barrels. Like they take 25 bottles of this and they'll add it to a barrel and add some adjuncts to it, or just do a different type of barrel just to see what it tastes like.
Yeah.
They've done Blanton's a lot.
I know. I think the next video might be on either Weller's or I'm waiting on a bottle of incoming. So from Nash Tucky, so the Nashville Barrel Company. I got a 20-year coming, and then I have a 12-year and Fred Minnick's number 4.
Yeah,
top
speaking
100.
of Fred, I mean, Nashville Barrel seems to be his place to rank pretty good, and I can't disagree with what he says.
It's been.
I mean, everything he
pretty
said that
good.
was up there,
Yeah.
we've tasted.
I actually have both of his bottles sitting back here, so I'm still waiting for one to come in, but I do have his 20-year coming too, so see what that is all about too. So.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into those.
Yep. All right, guys, like us,
Cheers.
subscribe. Cheers.
$28 minutes.
That's 2 long videos tonight. Pizza's here.
Huh?
Is it still recording?
Shouldn't be. Is it?
We're recording still. You sure?
Yeah, she's